Hi, my name is Tracey Ryan, and today we're going to talk about the three types of audit and what each one does. But first of all, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to receive notifications whenever there's new content here. Well, when we talk about auditing, there are three main types: first-party audit, second-party audit, and third-party audit. Now let's take a closer look at how each one works. The first-party audit is nothing more than the internal audit, the one that the company itself carries out to assess whether it is meeting the requirements of the standard to which it is certified. So for example, if your company is ISO 9001 certified, there will be a quality department that will conduct internal audits to check that processes are being followed correctly. This usually happens once a year, but can be done more frequently depending on the organization's needs. Now, there's a very important detail. No one can audit their own work. This is because if someone audits the sector in which they themselves work, there could be a conflict of interest. So, even if the quality sector is responsible for organizing the audit, when it comes to auditing its own sector, someone from another area needs to lead this process. The internal audit is fundamental because it is here that the company identifies points for improvement and can correct faults before the external audit. It can be carried out by internal professionals or even by consultants hired to bring a more critical eye. A second-party audit is one that a company carries out on its suppliers. So, for example, imagine that your company buys parts from a metalworking company, but that metalworking company doesn't have ISO 9001 certification or any other certification that guarantees the quality of its products. In this case, your company can go to this supplier and audit their processes to ensure that the products or services they deliver meet the standards you need. Here, the audit criteria do not have to follow a specific ISO standard. It's up to the auditing company itself to define what will be assessed. It could be product quality, manufacturing process, delivery time. It depends on what is most important to your operation. If nonconformities are found, the company can demand that the supplier take corrective action or, depending on the case, even decide not to work with them anymore. In other words, this audit serves to ensure that suppliers are delivering quality products and services, which has a direct impact on your company's performance and reputation. A third-party audit is one carried out by a certifying body, such as QMS Certification services. This is the official audit, where an external auditor goes to the company to assess whether it is really meeting the requirements of the standard and whether the management system is working well. This process takes place within a certification cycle, which usually lasts 3 years. It works like this: initial audit, when the company seeks certification for the first time; surveillance audit 1 and 2, annual audits to ensure that the company continues to meet the requirements; recertification, carried out after 3 years to renew certification and start a new cycle. If the auditor finds that everything is being complied with correctly, he recommends certification or its maintenance. If not, there may be notes that the company needs to correct. Now, if we think about it, the first and second part audits are essential to ensure that the third part audit is a success. The internal audit, first part, is for the company to do a checkup on its own management system and correct any problems before the external audit. The supplier audit, second part, ensures that the company is receiving quality products and services, which directly impacts its own processes and customer satisfaction. The certification audit, third party, validates all this work and confirms that the company complies with the chosen standard. So, when these 3 audits are well conducted, the company has much more security and peace of mind to maintain its certification and guarantee an efficient management system. And in your company, do you already carry out internal audits? Do you hire consultants to help with this process? Do you audit suppliers? Tell us in the comments how it works in your organization. And don't forget, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to keep up with our content. See you next time!